it's a mind-bending, life-changing story for me. I had a senior officer who always carried 4 dominoes in his pocket, just standard dominoes. He always carried them in his pocket. Whenever he got to his desk, he would stack them on his desk, 2 dominoes next to each other, and then 2 dominoes on top, right? So kind of like in a crisscross pattern. And he always had them with him. Well, one day I was in there and I sat with him and I asked him, I was like, why do you carry these dominoes? Like what? It's extra weight. They're awkward. You know, they jingle when you walk down the hallway. Why would you carry these things? And then he sat them up and he told me most people go through life knocking out tasks or to-dos like this. And he set each of the dominoes up facing him, but in a row from left to right. And then he flicked the domino on the left and knocked it over. And then he flicked the next one and knocked it over, and the next one and the next one. And he knocked all 4 dominoes over with 4 flicks of his finger, right? He said, that's how most people go through life. If you want to succeed in espionage, he said, you have to stack the dominoes differently. So then he put them in a line, the way that we all put the dominoes in line when we're kids, right? One in front of the other, but with only the first one facing him. And then he flicked over the first one, and then the falling domino knocked over the next domino, which knocked over the next domino, which knocked over the next domino. So he was basically demonstrating how the average person will go through life using 4 times as much energy to get the same 4 tasks accomplished as a smart person who puts the things in the correct order. And a light bulb went off for me, because in espionage, and when you're spying in a foreign country, when you're trying to steal secrets that aren't supposed to be stolen, there's an order that you have to accomplish tasks. You can either put a lot of effort into each step, and then by the end of the operation, your resources are spent and you don't know if you're going to be successful, or you can do things in a certain order where they grow momentum with each task. And then you're saving yourself energy, you're saving yourself resources, you're making momentum work for you. And ever since then, I mean, my operational behavior changed, my operational tempo changed, my success at CIA changed. I took that same concept and brought it into the business world when I left CIA. And I mean, my business has grown 300% year over year for the last 4 years. And the only thing I can credit that to is I do the same tasks that everybody else has to do. I just put them in a certain order so that when I flip the first domino, I get the momentum of each falling domino to help with my end goal.
I think that's amazing.
So fresh on me.